Hey, it's summertime and that means tomato season. And one thing that everybody loves to do with tomatoes is make salsa. Well, today we're going to make a Mexican style salsa. I have a few tomatoes. I've already washed them and cut any bad spots out. Sorry guys, real life, whenever you have a garden and you have tomatoes, sometimes you're going to get a spot or two on there that you don't want in your food. Okay, these are washed. What I did was just cut the tops out of them. There's nothing wrong with this one. Nothing wrong with this one. So I'm just going to cut the top out of it. Okay. I have my water heating up right here, and as soon as it comes up to a boil, we're going to start blanching these tomatoes. Okay. We're almost up to a boil. So we'll go ahead and prep the tomatoes. Like I say, I've already trimmed them, cut the tops off, any bad spots out. And now we're going to blanch them. So I'm going to score them. And I'm just making an X in the bottom. And I'm going to drop them down in the water. Okay. For maybe 30 seconds, 45 seconds. Okay. This one, I'll cut the top and the bottom off, so I'll just make a score right there in the skin. You just need to be careful so you don't get your fingers in the hot water. But you don't want to burn yourself while you're making food. I usually try to do about 4 at a time. That way they don't overcook. And the way we test them, we'll just put this one up. This is the first one we did. Okay. And guys, this is hot. It just came out of the water. See how easily that peels off? That's what we want. Just gonna peel that off. This one actually might need couple more seconds because this one could have been a day or two riper, but I'm using what I've got. Okay, put that one back down in there. Okay, so you get the idea. I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to take these out. Okay, that one peeled easier. Did you see the difference in them, guys? This one was a tiny bit more ripe. But I'm going to go ahead and do all of these, get them blanched, and get them to the point to take the peels off. And then I'll show you what I'm doing next. Okay, I'm just peeling the skins off these tomatoes. I'll let them set until they've cooled down just a little bit, enough to handle. They're still pretty warm, guys. But we're just going to peel all these skins off. I need to make a little bit of room so I can put the rest of these over there so they don't overcook. The tomato skins, I'm taking the easy way out, guys. I'm giving them to my chickens. But you can actually save those tomato skins, put them in your dehydrator, and grind them up after they're dry and make tomato powder. You can use that to season some of your soups with. Just saying, just a little tidbit there. But we've just about got these done. And once I get all these done, then we're going to start getting them chopped up. Okay, I got all of the tomatoes peeled. Okay, our next step is to chop them up. You could do this by hand. You could use one of those little hand choppers. But I'm all about trying to do things the fastest and easiest way today. So I'm going to put them in my food processor. It's not a huge batch, so it shouldn't take too long to do. Now guys, I am going to pulse this, that way it gets the exact size that I want, and I can stop it just by lifting my finger. All except for that one real big one. Guys, this is real life. So take that one out and put that one on the next one. Okay. Now I am putting these into a strainer because I don't want all that juice in my salsa. If I was making tomato juice, that would be fantastic, but I'm not. I want it to drain. That way there's less time to cook to get it the thickness that we want. So where's my knife? Let's just cut that one in half so it don't make a fool out of me again. Okay. Probably had it a bit overloaded, guys. Okay, let's see if this batch works better than the first one. Now you can cut this in any size pieces that you want. Personally, I like it bigger than that, but my family don't, so I'm trying to please them as well. So I have about 3 more batches to go, and then we'll start on the onions and garlic. Okay, my tomatoes have been draining for about 5 minutes or so. I just let them drain while I went ahead and chopped up the while I peeled the garlic and the onion. I'm going to chop them up in the food processor. Okay, you can see how much juice came off of that. Guys, that would have added an hour or longer cook time. And I don't want that. And I'm guessing whenever you make salsa, you don't want that extra added time either. Okay. I have garlic and I have jalapeno. And no, guys, I did not wash my blender out. I'm not Martha Stewart. I'm not making everything perfect. This is real life cooking in a real kitchen, as you can see. Okay. I went ahead and I put my pot on about medium heat. So we're going to pulse these until they get pretty well ground up, because I don't want to bite into a big jalapeno or a big bite of garlic in my salsa. Okay, and let's scrape that down. This smells so good. There's something about fresh garlic. You can use garlic powder. You can use garlic from the grocery store that's already pre-cut up, but there's nothing like fresh garlic to me. Okay, I'm just going to throw my onions in here with the garlic. It won't take as long for them to get to the right consistency as what it will that garlic and jalapenos. Looks pretty good. Okay, we're going to put this in the tomatoes. And this is one of the simplest salsa recipes that I have made, and also, in all honesty, I think one of the best. Food processor bowl back on there once again. Make sure that's always pushed down, otherwise it's not going to work right. Okay. I have about a half a bunch of fresh cilantro, more or less depending on your taste and the amount of tomatoes that you have. And we're just going to chop this until it's chopped up really good. Stop. We're going to do the same thing we did with the garlic and the jalapenos. Push it down. And we're going to pulse it a couple of more times. That way we don't get any big bites of stem. We have the cilantro chopped up. Do you like cilantro? We are divided in our family. Part of us like it, part of us hate it. I personally really like it, but I don't cook with it a lot because my husband don't like it. The boys do. At least one of them does. So, like I say, we're divided. Tell me in the comments if you like cilantro. Or are you one of those people that think it tastes like soap? Seriously, that's how some people describe it, as tasting like soap. I think cilantro is one of those things there's no middle ground on. You either love it or you hate it. Stir that up just a little bit. Now I need to get the spices in there. Very simple. Salt, pepper, a little bit of sugar, and some white vinegar. So let me get all that measured up. We'll get it in there, and then we're rocking and rolling. Okay, there's our white vinegar, sugar, salt, and pepper. Okay, this is a good stir, and we're going to let it cook for about 15-20 minutes until everything is done, and then we'll be ready to put it in the jars and preserve this for future use. Okay. As you can tell, this has cooked down and everything is done in there. So now it's time to get it in the jars. Okay. These are warm water. Anytime that you put something hot into a jar, always use hot or very warm jars. And I also have my my water bath canner heating up. I'm going to set this right here and get the other jars filled up. That way I'll know if I need to add a little bit more. I want to try to keep them as even as possible. Anytime that I can, folks, you'll notice that I have a glass bowl sitting here. That is so as I'm taking food from my pot over to my jars, if I spill it, then it doesn't go all over the counter. It just makes for an easier cleanup. And I'm all about trying to make it easy, and that one got a little extra in it, but that's okay. And let's see. I figured I would probably have about 3 pints, maybe a little extra, so I got 3 pints and then a half-pint jar. And if there's a little over that, it's not going to hurt my feelings one little bit, because I will put it in the refrigerator and we'll snack on it. Because I've already made one batch of this Mexican style restaurant salsa this year, and let me tell you, this is my favorite salsa. It really is. I've tried multiple different flavors over the years, but once you find your recipe, guys, you quit looking. And I'm not looking after this. Okay. We can put just a little bit more in this one, and I still have enough to drag out some tortilla chips in a little bit. So, okay, everything is turned off. So what I'm going to do now is wipe the rim of the jar. Then I've got my rings and my flats. You don't want it cross-threaded. Okay, you put it on there finger tight. You see it can tighten up more, but I back it back off. That way it can seal. I'm going to go ahead and continue with these other jars, and then I'm going to process it in my canner for 15 minutes. And then we have some good old salsa that's going to, well, it's not going to last us a long amount of time, but it will last for several years as far as the preservation time of it. But I hope you've enjoyed this video. Just a simple Mexican restaurant style salsa, guys. And it is so good. I just about guarantee you'll like this one. If you like cilantro. If you don't, then make it, but leave the cilantro out. Because that's what I have to do whenever I make batches for my husband, because he don't like it. Okay. Now what I'm going to do with this hot water right here, I'm going to put it in here over top of my jars, because the jars have to be covered by about 1 inch or so of water. And it's going to come up to a boil, process for 15 minutes. Let me double check my time on that. Yes. And after it processes for the 15 minutes, I'm going to take it out and let it set undisturbed for 24 hours. I'll check the seals after they're all the way cooled off. And if one didn't seal, I'll put it in the refrigerator. But other than barely testing them, don't move it for a day. That's what every ball canning book says. Don't disturb them. But thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. And guys, I'll see you on the next video.